Sagittarius, welcome. Welcome back if you've been here before. And if you haven't, I love you already. Thanks for popping in. This is going to be a monthly reading for Sagittarius for the month of April 2021. We're going to split it into two parts. We're going to do finance and career first, and then we're going to have a look at your love and relationships. So Spirit, what do we have for Sagittarius for April 2021? Finance and career. Sagittarius, April 2021, finance and career. That's too many cards. I just want to put them back. Sagittarius 2021 for finance and career. Sagittarius 2021, finance and career. So finance and career, the overall energy is the Temperance card. So finance and career, and in this context where it sits here, is look back at lessons and take lessons forward. So let's see where that works out. So I think the reason you're here, Sagittarius, to have a look at your finance and career is you just want to be happy, right? You just want to be happy. So it's not all about money, Sagittarius. You're looking at being in a scenario where you're just happy. And perhaps you're in a position where you have to make a decision now to carry on in your current path with your career, for instance, or if you must make some changes. Yeah, so I get the feeling that you're a little bit burned out at the moment. So if you're currently looking for a job, it's just become, too much for you and you need a rest. If you're in a career, same thing. I think you're suffering from burnout. I think your finances in general, and this is why you just want to be happy and you want to make this decision to change. Yeah, definitely it ties up to the burnout. I think you've been juggling home and work, just juggling too much in general, and it's not been a very pleasant place for you. It is burning you out and making you just feel unhappy, and all you want to get back is to this happiness again. So you want to be in a place where your finances are not an issue and you can focus on your relationship. Yeah, certainly you if you haven't been thinking it before, I think over this last couple of weeks you've kind of realized that this burnout is happening and it's not healthy for you, Sagittarius. I hope this makes sense to you. I think the danger here for you, if you continue in this path, is on this path of burnout. And maybe you've realized that already, and maybe you are already. Maybe you're drinking too much. Maybe you're taking supplements to keep yourself going. But whatever it is, it's not healthy for your body. Sagittarius, I get the feeling that you are feeling inadequate in terms of your finances. Not inadequate. Maybe like you, maybe you're comparing yourself to people your own age, people that you went to high school with, and thinking, I should be further ahead than what I am. Or you might be feeling that in your grand scheme of things and how you planned your life out, you're not at that point yet. But Sagittarius, this has been a tough year for everybody, and please forgive yourself if you feel that way, okay? And the other thing I want to say is, when you're comparing yourself to other people, don't forget that other people always put their shiny side up, okay? You don't see what's going on underneath. And forgive yourself for not being where you are, because we've had a tough year. And things are difficult. Our environment, so there, it just confirms we're in a tough environment at the moment, you know. So as much as you are doing and as much effort as you're putting in, our current environment is just not allowing those results to come through as quickly as they should. But certainly the universe is saying, with some patience, victory is coming. Okay? Victory is coming. So whatever changes you're thinking of making, the universe is on your side. Okay? But it's also saying, the universe is saying, you must take the action. Nothing's going to change if you don't take the action. If you wallow in your misery, nothing is going to change. If you want to make a change, if you want to stop this burnout, you have to make that change. You have to make some action. Let's take some action. And if you take the action, things are going to change. There'll be a brand new start to your finances. This is like the start of a new venture, maybe the start of a new job, possibly a promotion. But it requires action. It requires learning from the past and looking forward. It requires not fucking it up by drinking or overindulging or slandering your boss behind his back, because that shit comes out. You have to take action. I want to clarify. What can I clarify? Seems pretty clear to me already. I'm going to clarify this Knight of Coins. Spirit, clarify this Knight of Coins. What is Sagittarius feeling negative about? Yeah, as I say, yeah, this kind of confirms everything. So the King of Swords is like the authoritarian father. So even if you don't have an authoritarian or a strict father, imagine that you did. Or in fact, I think you're imagining that if you're disappointing your father, okay, because you're not moving in as quickly as what the plan was or what he's expected of you. I mean, it doesn't have to be your father. It could be people that you respect or people that you think are judging you at the moment, okay? And you're quite literally feeling poorer than what you imagined yourself to be at your at your current age or your current progression in your career and that kind of thing. And you're certainly looking for change, okay? But don't let it overwhelm you. That's all I'm saying. So the universe is saying we're in a very shitty environment at the moment, okay? If you want to make change because you're feeling overwhelmed about where you are compared to where you want to be, you have to take action yourself. You can't sit around and wait for it to happen, okay? And if you take that action, it's going to move in the right direction in terms of your finances. Might even be a new job, might be a promotion, but certainly something new is coming in terms of your money. I hope that helps. Now I'm going to shuffle for your love and relationships, and while I do that, because it takes me a few minutes, why don't you pop down and like the video for me? It would really help my channel. Leave a comment, even if it's a negative comment. I love feedback. because that also helps my channel, to be honest. And let's talk about Sagittarius, love and relationships for April. Spirit, what can we tell Sagittarius about love and relationships for April? Love and relationships for April for Sagittarius. Love and relationships for April for Sagittarius. Right. Ooh. Ooh. So, Sagittarius. So the reason you're here is, yeah, I'm going to clarify this as we go on. It feels like you're in a space where you're looking, I don't want to say questioning, but it almost feels like to me, so that the image I'm getting is this huge void, okay? And you're standing in the middle of this void looking out, wondering, like, what's the meaning of life, okay, in terms of relationships? What the hell is, what's the right thing to do? And it's been on your mind for a long time, like you start to question, you're questioning, you know, am I meant to be with somebody, or, you know, what is a freaking relationship, you know? Perhaps you've had a bad experience, perhaps you've been on your own for a while, perhaps you're in a relationship and you're like questioning, you know, is this what a relationship's supposed to be? You know, I'm happy, kind of, I'm comfortable, but is this it? Is this what it is? You know? I've got the Ace of Coins here, and so this is the question on your mind. Perhaps what you're thinking is, does a relationship mean that I have to be successful? Is that what's going to make me attractive? You know? Or do I need to reevaluate what I think about it? And you're in a reevaluation phase at the moment. And perhaps you've been hurt recently, you know, been cut off by somebody, or maybe your partner's been hinting at, like, you know, what kind of partner are you, you know, and you don't know what you're doing wrong. Maybe you feel you're being judged by your partner, or if you're single, whatever you're putting out there, you're not getting any response, and it's been quite harsh, you know. Yeah, definitely. I feel that, because this row is you, basically, and that's your head, and this is your heart, and this is your, I want to say, your meaning of life card, if you know. And I think in your head you're feeling a little trapped wherever you are, whatever your situation is at the moment. If you're single, you feel like whatever you're doing, nothing's changing. If you're in a relationship, perhaps you're just feeling like, you know, is this it? You know, is this all I'm expected to expect out of a relationship? And I think you're going to change your view a little bit about, and I think in your contemplation scenario, you're going to start wanting something more traditional. So let's get engaged here, let's get married there, let's have kids by there, like setting milestones for yourself. It's not unhealthy, Sagittarius. Some people like a good traditional way. Perhaps what you're in now is not traditional. Perhaps your partner, this is like, why should we get married? You know, some people just don't want to get married. And maybe the thing that you want is marriage, that traditional way of doing things. Maybe your partner doesn't want kids and you want kids and a happy family. And maybe that's why you're looking for change. Perhaps if you're single, you've been putting yourself out there, and the response you'll be getting back is not the traditional thing that you're looking for, or you think you're looking for. In fact, this kind of confirms it. You feel that whatever you do is wrong. Whatever I'm doing is wrong. Whatever I put out there, I'm attracting the wrong people. Whatever I do for my partner is knocked down. Or certainly not in your traditional way of thinking. But when this card is in this position, the universe is saying, maybe you're the one that's wrong. You know? Maybe you should open yourself up to new ideas about what relationships should be. Okay, so I get the feeling that with this card and this card here, remember I said to you that you question yourself, to be successful in a relationship, must you have money? And I get the feeling you might be going through a tough time money-wise at the moment. And this is what's making things difficult. Perhaps your partner's already saying, well, you know, why should I be with you if you can't even take me on a date? Or you can't even provide a home for me? Perhaps your environment at the moment is you are battling financially. And you know, the world is going through a tough time at the moment. And perhaps you are in that scenario, Sagittarius. But the universe is saying, if you're feeling this way, now is the time to end it and make a change. Okay. Make a change. This is like, maybe you should end this relationship if the expectations are that you must have money to have a relationship. If your partner's saying, well, you can't even look after me, perhaps it's time to end it. And if you make that decision, it's going to happen quickly. Like if you have a conversation about it, your partner might just pack the stuff and leave immediately. So be prepared for it to change very quickly. If you're single, be prepared for that to change very quickly as well. Like, you may be putting yourself out there and getting a response and feeling despondent. Stuff's going to come in really quickly for you this month. I want to clarify this death card. Spirit, can I clarify that death card? What is this end for Sagittarius? Yeah, Sagittarius, I see a lot of money influencing your relationship, you know, and if that's what's happening, if your partner or whoever you're trying to court or whoever you're trying to date is focusing on money is the thing that's going to make this relationship successful, it must end. Okay. Because if you always focusing on, have I got enough money for you now? Have I got enough money for you now? Have I got enough money for you now? It's just heartbreak, sleepless nights, endless stress. And you know what? You do have enough. You do have enough. So if they don't think you have enough, I've got the Ace of Cups here as the overall energy, which was at the bottom, which is hidden, you know. And the Ace of Cups is saying there's new love for you out there, okay? And it might not be this one. Sagittarius, I hope that helps. It looks a little, relationship looks a little intense for you right now, and I do hope things come right for you, and there may be some tough decisions to make, and that's what I have for you. I hope to see you back next month, and perhaps if you subscribe, you'll see my weekly readings as well.